MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Mets.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Andrew Toles is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. Cabrera towards second. He's got it. And there's one down now.
In the second spot tonight, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Next up for Los Angeles, Logan Forsythe. First pitch on its way. This is taken outside for ball 1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Conforto giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at home?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Clayton Kershaw is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Clayton Kershaw, he just breathes different air than everybody else. The best pitcher in the game of baseball. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter, and a terrific curveball. When you think about the Cy Young Award, he's always in the mix. He's good, he's strong, he's left-handed, and he's quite simply one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's gone 2 for 8. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
And that'll be the second out. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Next up for New York, Asdrubal Cabrera looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Softly on a line to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. And he looks for the sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Ground ball left side to his right, Seager, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Right
so the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and right into the shift. Bellinger brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 5th. Third baseman, Tom Ranger.
First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy.
And the right fielder is there to make the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start for the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
A 1 pitch on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there.
It's down for extra bases, and the Dodgers have their first hit of the game. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier has it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 9th.
Next for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw. And with a runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he is likely not to be bunting here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Third inning, no score to this point. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Sent toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew Toles. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Taylor at second with 2 down. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. 2-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Frazier is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for LA. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Popped him up. Barnes over to his left. 1 down.
Batting 8.
Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Now the 2-1. This is in the air to left. Seager into shallow left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. The pitcher, Noah Syndergaard, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Logan Forsythe goes down to become the first out here in the fourth.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Nope. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman.
1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Seager ranges to his right. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Asdrubal Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. In order go the Mets. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Justin Turner.
Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Turner on at first, nobody out. And they won't come into Puig as he'll lay off and take the walk.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And there's ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Ready for another chance? Clayton Kershaw hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Hey, I don't care the pitcher's at the plate right now. You got to attack him as if he's the 4-hole hitter. Runners in scoring position, you're showing the pitcher no mercy.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. Last half of the 5th coming up. LA's on top, 1-0. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off yet.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yoenis Cespedes is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Back goes Taylor, still ranging back. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. His third home run of this series as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Third baseman number 21,
John Frazier now. She'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped him up. Bellinger moving to his left. 2 down.
now batting.
Riding in once again, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Bouncer to the left side. Turner gonna have to hurry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful. Ready for another shot now. Logan Forsythe. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The batter, number 5.
Ready once again, Corey Seager. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Count even now at 1-1. So 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bellinger.
Digging in once again, Cody Bellinger. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. And he takes ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, B-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Bellinger leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Heading out towards shallow right. Bruce on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Dodgers. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Short, hit hard. Seager is there. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter,
stepping in and ready for another shot. Noah Syndergaard. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now back to the top of the Mets order. Digging in, Michael Conforto. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Popped him up. Bellinger is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. In now is Yasiel Puig. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now on the ballgame point.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. And he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And he puts it on the ground to second. Cabrera's up with it. And an offline throw, but a good tag this time to get his man anyway. Matt Kemp will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 27, Matt Kemp.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's got 1 hit in 17 at-bats. Cold strike 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And the check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in once again as Dribble Cabrera. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 52.
Ready for another shot now. Yoenis Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1-0 pitch on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Ready once again, Logan Forsythe. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Corey Seager. Head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The 1-1 is taken for strike two.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. All tied at 1-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Los Angeles.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's down.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Third baseman, number 21.
Riding in once again, Todd Frazier. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hit hard on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head, tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
1-0 count. Here it is. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Travis d'Arnaud. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And no advance. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
When a pitch is close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout in the play at first. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back to the ninth. At the plate, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry Familia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dominic Smith will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 22, Dominic Smith.
Familia is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would like.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It was intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Ready for another chance? Austin Barnes. There are 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2. Strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 1 left for LA. Score remains dead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Kenley Jansen will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Yasmani Grandal is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Waiting on it his toes. 1 down.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Michael Conforto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one into right. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. From his bottom. And the throw will get him at first as he threw that one while sitting on his wallet. And there are 2 away.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. 2 parts of this play does a great job of knocking it down with a dive and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training, PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Now here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Next stop, the Fall Classic, as they will walk off with the National League pennant.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Jay Bruce. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Final line score for our